summer vacation is fast approaching, and that means the kids will be free from the structure of school days for a while. But this also means that parents have to work a little harder at creating healthy eating habits at home. Here to give us some simple yet effective tips on just how to do that is our friend Danielle Fermaro, author of Add This to Your Plate, Mastering the Art of Cooking, Nutrition, and Fitness. Hi there, Danielle.
Hey, Alana. It's so good to see you today.
You too, and this is a perfect topic to discuss, especially as the school year winds down.
Absolutely. It's so funny, and so many parents are dreading their kids being home all day because one of the things that drives us parents crazy is, can I have a snack? I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? I'm bored. Can I have a snack? I'm hungry. And it's like this vicious cycle. So today I'm going to give you some great tips on healthy eating habits for your kids. And actually, what's really great about this, Alana, too, is not only are these tips going to be good for our kids, but us adults should also follow by these. So I'm going to give you 4 of my favorite tips on getting them into healthy eating habits. So the first one is, and this is what I tell all my friends, I'm like, listen, if you don't want your kids to eat bad snacks, then don't keep them in the house. Same thing for us adults. When I train clients and I coach clients, I say, hey, if you don't have the bad food in your house, you're not going to eat it. So rule number 1, stop stocking up on these unhealthy snacks and just put nice grab-and-go items like fruit out on the counter. Because if they're hungry, they can grab an apple, they can grab an orange, they can grab a banana, and it's out. And it's eye level. So eye level is always really important. Even when I stock my fridge, eye level is where I want to have the healthiest food, so I grab that first. So rule number 1, grab and go, have healthy items out on the counter, and do not buy the unhealthy ones. Then, next.
I think that's...
You want to know, what do you think about that?
I think that is great because these are healthy eating habits that we have to get them used to now. So if we don't have junk in the house, then they won't be purchasing the junk later on in life.
Yes, exactly. And then to piggyback on that, I have a very strict rule about timed nutrition. So I actually wrote it out for you, and I don't have this up in my house because we kind of get this, but this is the same thing for adults. Overall, there's a schedule the way that we eat. We have breakfast, let's say, around 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock snack, 12 o'clock lunch, 3 o'clock snack, then we've got, dinner at 5:30, then bedtime routine, and lights out at 7:30. So there's a routine in my house. And when you eat in a timely manner, every 2 to 3 hours is my recommendation for eating. Your kids should do the same thing, so they're accustomed to that time to eat. So when my son comes home from school, he knows that he's going to get a snack, but he doesn't ask me in between all day long because he's accustomed to the schedule of breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And so when you get your kids into a routine, which routine is so awesome for children, they're less likely to, their bodies are less likely to even do that. But if they start asking for too much snacks, then they're outside to play. That's another recommendation. So I got another one. Alana, have you ever seen these before?
No. Well, yes, I've seen those, the little separated plates, yes.
Yes. So one thing my mom did growing up is she always separated, we had dinner, like if she did chicken, she would do chicken and then rice and then veg. And it almost looked like a separation dish on my regular plate. We didn't have these back when I was a kid. But you start your children off young with separation plates where you have your protein, your whole grain like a rice, and then your vegetables in this nice big area. Visually, this gets your child used to what a balanced plate looks like. And so when they're older and they're creating their own meals, they'll still have that visual of this awesome separated plate from when you were really young. It's still in my head. I know what a balanced meal looks like because my mom, she separated the food into little like blocks on my plate, and that way I knew I was getting that well-rounded meal. So that's another huge tip. I got one more tip.
Okay.
Alana, what do you think about eating on the couch?
All right, Danielle, I've got to tell you, it is a humongous pet peeve of mine, especially because I don't want food on my nice couches, stains, etc. So it drives me bananas.
Yeah, me too. I can really do without the crackers and cheese crumbs and ants and everything else. So I have a big rule in my house, and this is also going to help them not want to snack so much. My rule is if you are going to eat, it has to be at the dinner table. Even if it's a snack, I don't care if it's a cracker. No fluids allowed in any other room other than the kitchen. So what this does is, one of the biggest weight gainers in America is binge eating and binge watching TV. So break that habit of every time you eat, it's at the dining table. And I'll tell you what, half the time the kids don't want to stop playing to sit down. Usually it's a boredom thing they want to do in front of the TV. So if you can kick that habit now, not only will it save you from feeling like you have to constantly provide food to your pretending starving child that really is just bored, but it also prevent that habit of when they get older, they won't be jeopardizing their health and sabotaging their weight with that horrible habit that we're so used to doing. So those are my favorite 4 tips for keeping your kids healthy with your eating.
Those are so useful that no eating in the living room is going to be a new rule in the flood house. Now, before we wrap, I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on the occasional summertime treat for kids?
The occasional, say that again?
Summertime treat.
Summertime treats?
Yeah,
summertime, like ice cream and things like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I definitely, ice cream, everything just in moderation. Like, I love taking my kids out to ice cream. We always do that on the weekends, go mini golf, but it's like more of a treat and not an everyday thing. And if you are going to want to have like an everyday popsicle, one of my biggest tips for doing that is you can take a nice sugar-free organic juice, just freeze it in popsicle holders, or you can just puree your favorite fruit and stick it in the freezer. When they want a popsicle, you pull one of those out, so then they're getting a fruit serving instead of, something that's not so great for them. But ice cream, I keep it to the weekends only, just so it seems like a fun big treat. It's something to look forward to, and it's not something that they get used to as an everyday habit. That's the big thing, is to keep healthy habits throughout the week. And remember that things are treats and excitement, but not necessarily every day. But try those pops. Those are like a godsend in my house. We love healthy freeze pops.
Wow, really excellent and smart advice. Danielle Famaro, author of Add This to Your Plate, Mastering the Art of Cooking, Nutrition, and Fitness. Thanks so much for being here with me.
Thank you, Alana. Have a great, wonderful week.
You too.